Hey, guess what? I'm back with another build, and I'm gonna be honest, I did not plan this one at all. Not that I really plan any of my art, but hold on, watch this crack. Ooh. Not that I plan any of my art, but this one I really didn't plan. I had no idea what I was doing the whole time I was making this thing. I guess I just let the art articulate what I was doing. Or maybe they were art gremlins. So I let the art gremlins take control on this one. Or maybe they're crafting gremlins. No, wait, they're gnomes. And they also hide my scissors when I need them because doesn't matter where I put them, they are not there when I come back. Dang crafty gnomes. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. This video is about making art, and I assume that's why you're watching. I don't know, unless you're watching because you're trying to sleep and this is what comes up on your feed. That would be weird. I'm definitely not going to help you go to sleep, especially because I do things like this. Shwabam. You're not going to be able to sleep with all the shwabams and the shwapas. And don't forget the shwapipis. And most importantly, the hayas. Nope, there will be no sleeping on my channel. Now with that out of the air, I don't know. You know what I mean. Now with that being said, let's get on with the video. So I think I was trying to make a city, but I got the scale all wrong. I mean, if I were going to make a city, this would be a huge city. So spoiler, it ends up being a house instead, which is fine. And all houses need electricity. And you guys are ruthless. Last time I didn't add lights to my project, you all came after me. And here's what I have to say about that. If I add lights to all my projects, you're not going to think it's something special anymore. You're going to be like, oh, well, you do that to everything. And I want to keep you on your toes. I want you to be like, whoa, there's lights in that. That's so unique and cool, Ashley. But if everything has lights, then it's not cool anymore. It's kind of like when everybody started wearing jangly bracelets in school. And then finally I jumped on the wagon and wore jangly bracelets. And then it wasn't cool anymore. And everybody's like, what are you doing, Ashley? That's not cool. What is wrong with you? And I'm like, well, they were cool last week. How come they're not cool now? Yeah, well, same thing with lights. I don't want them to turn into jangly bracelets. Also, the same thing with circle windows, but this project, I add a lot of circle windows. Look at all those. Is that enough circle windows for you? No, it's never enough. I always need more circle windows. But don't worry, because I'm pretty sure that we hit our circle window quota with this video. Oops. Anyways, back to the art. So as you can tell, I made a shack with circle windows, as one does. Complete with diving board. Honestly, remember, I did not plan this art at all. I have no idea why I made this stretch out so far. But there it is. I think I thought I was going to build a big thing on top, but spoiler, I don't really do that. Instead, I do the opposite. I build this tiny thing on top. And hold up, here comes another shwabam. I mean, how do you add your wood siding? One plank at a time? You gotta perfect your shwabams. Oh, and then we got circle siding. Let's just paint it. Ha-cha! Okay, next, I'm just adding these creepy pictures, you know, just in case somebody looks through our circle window and we want to keep up the illusion that somebody lives here. Because let's be honest, it would be a little bit unrealistic that nobody lives in there with all those circle windows. As you know, circle windows add 132% more curb appeal. I'm just letting all the builders know so that they, you know, add circle windows to all the houses. That way somebody else can live my circle window dream. Because at least somebody will have a circle window then. And I can be happy for them because my husband won't let me get a circle window. Anyways, how do we get so off topic? Probably because I had no plan for this art, so I don't really have a story behind it or anything. I have no idea what to talk about other than all these circle windows. And I swear to God, if somebody makes a drinking game out of me saying the word circle window, and I do mean water drinking game, drink your water. You know you're dehydrated. Don't pretend that you're not. We all are. You know your pee is not supposed to look like that. Anyways, look, I have a box of treasure. And what's in my treasure box? What does anybody keep in their treasure box? Fish. Obviously. So I think with all the circle windows happening on this project, I've decided that it must be ocean themed. I'm not sure why circle windows tell me that it's supposed to be ocean themed, but they do. Maybe it's the submarines. Maybe it's the lighthouses. Do lighthouses have circle windows? I'm actually not sure on that, but definitely boats have circle windows, right? Anyways, it's got to be ocean themed. So I'm adding this random fish that I have. Shwabam. Yeah, I have no idea where this fish came from. Hey, hold on a second. Didn't we just shwabam that fish? How come I'm painting it? I guess my shwabams don't always work, but that's okay. Now you can watch me paint it. Anyways, I have no idea where this fish came from. Isn't that weird how things just appear? You know what? I think it's the crafting gnomes. I think they're turning my scissors into like random objects like that fish. Wouldn't that be weird? I mean, what would you want your crafting gnome to turn your scissors into other than sharper scissors? Ooh, look, I'm making a roof. The roof is on. I'm making a roof, but I didn't think that you wanted to watch me add a bunch of little pieces of wood. So I'm just showing you each layer instead. That way you don't get bored. I don't get bored. I don't have to edit random footage of me adding little pieces of wood. Hold up. Shwapa. And that way we're all happy. Okay, I made this little crate. I don't know what would go in my little crate, but there it is. And now I'm just finishing off my circle window with circle window finishing details, as one does. And I still feel like this shack is not big enough. So I'm going to add this little room. You could call this the mother-in-law suite. Is that a thing? Where did that come from? Is that like when really rich people have a boathouse? Or not a boathouse, a pool house. And they just shove the mother-in-law in there? Well, not shove, but you know what I mean. Anyways, like we did with the pictures, I want to make sure if somebody looks through that circle window, it looks like somebody's living there. And luckily, I have all these living there decorations that I added to the walls. I don't know why you'd want your room to look like an Applebee's with a bunch of stuff on the walls, but you know what? I'm not going to judge. I have tons of stuff on my walls. The only time that I do judge is when you have nothing on your walls. That's weird. You got to have stuff. I don't care if it's a random tree branch from outside. You should put that baby on the wall. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. I wonder if I have any good tree branches outside right now. But you know what? Then it would track in spiders, and you know how I feel about spiders. And I'm not sure the spider check would work with a tree branch because they could go in the tree branch and you could shake it, and then they're just going to be all over the place. And you know, I don't need that kind of energy in my life. Rehoming outside spiders indoors kind of energy. Holy cow, look at that. I made a boat. Did you see me make that boat? Dang right, I made a boat. Now I gotta put shiplap on my boat. Is that where shiplap comes from? Huh, I never put the two and two together. Anyways, somebody has to sit in the boat, so I gotta put a seat because you don't want to sit on the wet, dirty floor of the boat. All right, so I'm just gonna add the boat right here. And next, I need a fishing net. So I used this avocado bag. My avocados came in it. I love using these bags for random things. They're so cool looking. Anyways, maybe I should come up with a story about this shack. Are we calling it a shack? Yeah, so I don't really have a story for this one because I really have no idea. But I don't know, maybe I can ramble something up. Okay, here we go. So this old man owns this shack because old men fish, right? I mean, more so than old women. Honestly, I don't know why they're old though, because young men, it doesn't matter. An old man named, let's see, what's an old man name? Hubert Cumberdale. If you know, you know. Anyways, so Hubert, he owns this fishing shack in the middle of the sea. Yep, that's right. It's in the middle of the sea. Is it floating? I don't know. I guess so. Does it have anchors? No, because I didn't make any anchors, but it floats on the sea and it travels. So I guess it's a houseboat. Oh, if you remember, I made these scales in my submarine video. I don't know if you saw it, but if you didn't, you should go back and watch it because I think it was kind of good. I mean, the art was good. The video is questionable, as are most of my videos. Anywho, back to the story. Shwabam. So this house or shack boat floats all over the sea. And if it shows up on your dock, then I don't know, something happens. Let's see. It means that you're destined to get a circle window. Yes, it's the giver of circle windows. Although that's not really creepy. And usually my stuff is creepy. I mean, unless the boat doesn't show up to you, then that would be creepy. But it's not exactly what I'm going for. So let me rethink. Oh, I know. It's trying to get a crew of sailors. What do you call somebody who sails a shack? A shacker? Okay. It's trying to get a crew of shackers. A ghostly crew. So if you get on the boat, you can't get off. I know there's a little boat on the boat, but don't question it. Maybe that boat has a hole. I don't know. The people on Gilligan's Island couldn't get off the island and they had all the tools. So it's not that unreasonable. Oh, wait a second. What is it that I'm making here? Well, hold on to your butts, everybody, because you'll never guess. You'll never guess in a million years that I'm making an octopus. Whoa, Ashley, that's so cool. Octopus and circle window. What? You knew it was eventually going to happen. Anyways. All right, now that you know that there's an octopus, I have a better story. And this is the real story. Not whatever the heck that other story was. Forget it. Forget that other story. Don't even bring it up. It never existed. Seriously, don't bring it up because it wasn't going anywhere anyways. Okay, ready for the real story? So this octopus owns the fishing shack. Only she's not fishing for fish. She's fishing for humans. And what do you catch humans with? Free housing, or at least that would work for Americans. I don't know about the rest of the world. So she sails her house around to all the shores, and people are like, oh, that's a cool house. I'm gonna go try to live in it for free because look at all those circle windows. I mean, let's be honest, I would fall for it. And then bam, she eats you. And then she magically disappears and sails on to the next shore looking for other victims. You could call her a shore lord instead of a landlord. Get it? Sea lord? Hiya. The end. What'd you think of my story? Terrible as usual? Yeah, what did you expect? Me all of a sudden becoming a really good storyteller? No. That's as likely as it is for me to get a circle window. Ooh, okay, look at this tool. What do you use this tool for other than making octopus eyeballs? Can somebody who knows how to like actually sculpt with, real tools and knows all the lingo, I don't know. Can you tell me what that tool is meant for other than octopus eyeballs? Because I can't think of anything else that would work for. And I'm not sure how to Google that. Anyways, look at that. We're done. Finally. That was a long one. What do you guys think? Do you like the lights and the circle windows? Also, don't forget, I have a book out, Creepy Crafts. You know I have to make my publisher happy. The link is down below. Okay, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, bye!